Hey guys, welcome back to Bustin' Bolt's Garage. Now in this episode, we're going to continue tracking down this pesky little P0449 that seems to be haunting this truck. Now thank goodness, I don't think we'll be looking too hard today. Now if you happen to watch the video of me replacing the vent valve solenoid, you'll know that I kind of left that video under the impression that I resolved the issue. Nope. I was just overly confident after seeing how bad that old vent valve was and pretty much knew it was fixed. I didn't even think about checking for power at the solenoid, which was pretty silly on my part. After I was done making that video, I tried clearing the codes and the P0446 would return immediately. Yep. So my brother was over the other day and I had him help me check for power at the solenoid harness, and sure enough, no power. So I thought I would check the interwebs quick to see if there was a simple fuse that I could inspect and see if maybe it's blown. And sure enough, I did come across a forum where someone mentions to check the 4WS fuse. So I waddled my way outside to check for that fuse and well, son of a biscuit eater, I don't even have a fuse in the 4WS spot. So apparently this 4WS fuse does supply power to the vent valve solenoid. Well guys, let me make a short story long. Some time ago, roughly 4 or so months ago, I was dealing with a parasitic drain on the battery. So I went through all the fuses to find out it was my radio fuse actually draining on the battery. I mean, it was no biggie. Pulled the fuse and have since fixed that issue with the parasitic drain. Well, while I was scanning through the other fuses, just kind of looking at things, I did come across this 4WS fuse and I thought to myself, isn't that something to do with like four-wheel drive or maybe that quadro steering thing that some of them had? So I put all of my 1.5 brain cells together and I came to the conclusion that I don't need no pointless fuse plugged in. Let's throw it over here in a spare slot and save it for a rainy day. Well guys, today it's pouring. Actually, it's a really nice day. I was even able to put a t-shirt on today. Okay, but actually what I mean is we're going to go ahead and pull this 15 amp fuse out of that spare slot, put it back in that 4WS where it belongs. We will reset the codes and then see if the P0449 returns immediately again. And if not, I would be about 99.987% sure that this was my issue all along. Now granted, again, that vent valve solenoid was definitely on its last leg, but this 4WS fuse would be why the code would not clear. So let's hop in the truck, I reckon, and find out. Alright guys, inside the truck now. You tell it's time for a new scanner? Huh. Crazy. If you see a top, here is the engine light. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. That. Read codes. I've got... Now, the knock sensors. That's an interesting one. That's going to make another project for someday. I mean, this truck, when I first bought it, only had 1 knock sensor code. So I went through and changed them, and then now I have 2 knock sensor codes. I was like, what? I went through and changed the harness and everything. And somehow made it worse. Anyways, let's go to our evaporation system. Right there, P0449. Alright, let's erase codes. Are you sure? No. Alright, that should have, I guess it did it? Okay. So no fault codes. Alright, let's just go ahead and start her up. Alright. So there's that. So far the engine light's off. I reckon I'll just go drive it down the road quick and back, and we'll double check. Alrighty guys, so I thought I'd bring you along quick because I am still doing a little bit of testing with these DJI mics. So far I'm very impressed with the sound quality. I have not tried driving with them yet. But so far, as you can see, driven a little bit, no engine light. So that's good. Like I said, I mean, it was coming on immediately before, so we'll go ahead and turn around here and we'll give this some beans just for the fun of it. Why not? It's only got 258,000 miles on it. Alright, let's see what the old girl's got. I'll go a little easy on her. She is old. Oh yeah! Not too shabby. This does have the 323 gears, I think it is. Man, way too high. We need to do a 410 swap one of these days. Alright, back here at the house. We'll go ahead and just shut her down. Crank it back up. Make sure that doesn't do anything. Alright, so then the engine light's still off. Let's go ahead and I'll rehook my code scanner. Whoa, hey guys. Don't fall over. Go ahead and hook up my code scanner again quick. Just make sure there's not any pending evap codes. I assume the knock sensors are going to be on there, but we'll see. Okay. Read codes. The vehicle has no fault codes. Well, we'll see. That's actually weird because usually the knock sensor codes are up there too, but I think the true test will be when I drive to work Monday. That's about 35 miles to work, 35 miles back. So, if nothing then, I would say that this was a success. Well, alright. Thought I'd make an update real quick. It has been several days now since you guys seen that first part of the video. That was all recorded on Saturday the 8th. Today is now Wednesday the 12th. So I've had a good couple days. Got a good bit of miles on here. The engine light did come back on, but it is just for the knock sensors. I'll show you this quick. So just so you know, just got those two, and then these are the same. I don't know why they're on there as pending, but yeah, those are all I got right now. I think with we got 236 miles. I think by now the P0449 would have come back on if it was still an issue. So apparently, just that dumb little 4WS fuse was my issue with the engine code popping back up. And by the way, I wanted to mention, I already can't remember if I mentioned it in the video, but filling up now is great. Ever since I cleaned out that charcoal canister and replaced this vent valve solenoid, filling up with fuel is not an issue at all now. I just stick it in the thing. That's rude. Just stick it in the thing, hold it full throttle, and let her fill up. Also, something else I wanted to mention before, but let's say I got 236 miles now, right? Well, 236 miles before, I was already almost down to my last quarter. So, fuel mileage has drastically improved. I actually don't think I've ever seen it this good yet since owning the truck. So, my best fill up's been around, I think it was like 19.3 has been my best going by mileage and gallons. So, I'm curious to see what this fill up will be. I'll probably leave a comment somewhere and I'll probably pin it to the top just to let you guys know. This truck, you know, like I said, used to be quite fuel efficient actually until all this rigmarole started happening. So 4WS fuse seemed to be my haunting problem with the P0449, which is completely my fault. So but it also is not a bad idea if you're trying to track that down on your truck or your vehicle. Check all your fuses. It's a good idea, especially before digging in all your wiring. It's so simple, just check all your fuses. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, and yeah, I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you.